Hey guys, welcome back to RLDesign.Innovations. First, I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving and that you got to spend it with friends, family, partners, whomever, and just had a great time, had a lot of good food, whichever way you celebrate. The way we celebrate, we deep fry turkeys in an indoor grill. This year we did several, and a turkey breast. I made like one turkey buffalo, one turkey teriyaki, another one I did mango. Now I have a lot of oil left, so what are we gonna do? I went out, bought a whole bunch of wings. We're gonna deep fry them and onion rings and fries. You know, yes, our hearts won't like it, but we'll have a lot of fun tonight. So what are we gonna be doing today? I talked about in a couple of videos ago that we're gonna be engraving jeans. I'm gonna take this material, I finally got it in, and it's just a plain blue, dark blue jean material. And we're gonna engrave on it. We're gonna go through how do you engrave crosses or stars or Jewish stars or cars, whatever it is. We'll pick some clip art. We'll go through that. And why is this great? Because you can take plain jeans, you can take jean bags, jean shirts, whatever material out of jeans, and you could actually pick it up, turn it into a product that is customized. You can give it as a beautiful gift for someone, especially with the holidays coming. Again, you can go to your stores, your Kohl's, your Macy's, whichever place you like to shop, buy the jeans, and then add some of this customization to it to really make it special. You could also do wedding gifts like that, or parties where you have favors as little jean bags or little jean coasters I've seen, and just really customize them. Anyway, so sit back, let's get going, let's get over the workstation. A lot less talking, and let's go and do some work. All right, let's go. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is do a material test on the jean. I'm working with a 40-watt laser, so if you have a 20-watt or 10-watt or even a 30-watt, it's going to be a little different. So do an engraving, a material test, and let me bring this up a little bit just to show you. If you look on the screen, you see my test in the middle. I go from 75 speed up to 400, from 15% I should say, to 30% power, and you can see on the actual engravings, those are just too strong at that low speed. So, and again, if you like to have, like some people like, if you look through over here, you can see my finger in the back. So you definitely see a lot of jeans in the marketplace where you'll have big circles or squares where the actual jean material is etched out and you're just getting that back mesh. So to do that, again, you pick your material, speed, and power, and then like this one would be a good one right here. There's a good amount of material, and there's the mesh, and you can still see through it. But if you're looking for pure engraving, I actually I'm thinking around 300 over here, or even up here, which is 346. It's hard to see on the jean itself, but this is 346 right here. You can see it burned it. It burned through, I should say, 346. And I'm thinking I like this color right here, which would be 20% power. So I'm going to say we're going to test engraving 346 at 20 power, and then maybe we'll do one at this mesh. We'll do a bigger circle on another piece. So let me bring up Lightburn, and then we'll get going and do some testing. Okay, so the first thing I did is I went into Lightburn, and under the jean material, right now I'm just putting a thin 3mm plywood. So if you're engraving something like a bag, you have to put something inside the bag just to give it a little firmness so that when you do a focus on it, you can accurately get that focus. But if you're doing jeans, like regular even jeans, I've done them this way too. I made them nice and flat, like the legs or whichever, and put them in the unit, and just had a piece of 3mm plywood underneath it, just so it has a firm surface to work off of. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the way, move this over here so you can see what's going on. There you go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just do a focus and get that going. Go to console and focus. And then while that's doing that, let me bring up some imagery. Maybe we'll just test a cross maybe. Let's see how this looks. Bring this in, bring this over a little bigger, and what I'm going to do is going to trace it. That's what I do with most of my images when I bring it in. That looks good. Bring it right around here. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's trace it, pull it out of the way. Perfect. So let's go from here, delete this. Let me update the overlay so you can see where we're at. Let me move the laser out of the way so you can see what's going on. Oops, sorry. Move. Let me fade this, make it a little better so you can see a little bit. Update again. And move this over. We're gonna make this a solid. So I'm gonna make this a fill. 46 at 20. So we'll say 340 at 20%, fill, perfect, output. We have that on. Just make sure everything looks good. Okay, so let's just zoom out. I think that's real big for this piece. We want to do a couple. So I'm going to do something like this. How about that? We'll do right around here. That looks good. We focused. And again, 340 speed, 20% power. And again, I'm using a 40-watt laser. So let's check it out and see how it goes. Again, I have the reminder come up, make sure my focus is completed, my exhaust fan is on, and I have the air assist on, which I do. So we're gonna go. And we shall see. So come back in a sec. We'll speed this up. Okay, we're just about done. And again, this was done at the 346, 20% power, just to do an etching and get that design on your jean. And again, once you wash that jean, it'll lighten right up. Okay, let's do an update. Once that's out of the way, so we can see how that came out. Okay, we updated, and there you go. Came out pretty good. I'll take the jeans out after just to show you. Let's delete this for a sec. Now, why don't we do a circle? Say you want to do a patch, like a lot of the jeans have those patches over the kneecaps or area. We're going to do a fill, but this time I'm going to do it so we get down to that mesh level. So I'm going to do this, I think 154, and a good way, because remember I said letter, you can't read the letters if you're looking down at it, but if you go up to the light, everything works perfectly. I don't know if you can see this through here, but you can see how, maybe you can see how the light comes through, so you can actually read the numbering that way. So I'm going to do this time 154 at 20% power. And this should allow us to have that circle where you get rid of all the jeans and get down to that back mesh to have that see-through look per se. And you can do this for tops, make some nice etchings on tops. Think of doing like a leopard print and having that etched out. So you can do a lot of cool things. It's your imagination. We're just doing some basic shapes just to see how this goes. So we should be good now. We have, let me just double check. I wasn't paying attention. 154.20, we're good to go. Let's start this one. Yes, I'm all set. Exhaust is on and that's on. So again, we'll speed this up and then we'll come right back and take a look at this. So hang on. Again, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And oh, one other thing, on my Etsy store, I have a special going on the camera kits. It's about $45, almost $50 taken off of the camera kits. They were $235 and now they're $189. So I am selling a bunch of those through Etsy and other areas. So just check it out if you're interested in the camera kit. Again, I'm using the Xtool S1 with the camera kit installed. And again, you can go real all the way down or just zoom right out. So while this is engraving, what I'm going to do here, I just typed in love. Say you want to make something really cool, just happen right about here. Let's make this a little bigger. I don't know, something like that. Let's see. Maybe we'll curve it like this, just for argument's sake. It's a weird font, but say we wanted to do it like right over here. What about that? No, actually, you know what? Let's bring in another graphic. Let's see. Let me look for something different. I'm going to do a piece symbol. I'm going to trace this like I always do images. I get them from the internet, trace it. That way I have a good, solid SVG file that's done right there. Get rid of this. Now I'm going to have this. I'm going to put this. We'll make this a little smaller just for argument's sake. We'll bring this down to over here. Tilt it a little bit. Right here, move this. Again, you could play with it, do whatever you like. You can change the angle a little bit. You know, you could do a lot of fun stuff just with graphics. Let's see, right out there, that's cool. And this, maybe we'll turn this a little bit. Hey, like that. Perfect. So once this is done, we'll engrave this. I'm going to probably not have this see-through as the circle, so I'm going to change the power and the speed, and then we'll go from there. I'm also, let's do another one. Let's kick it up a notch. We'll do a couple of things this time. Let's put a Star of David in here. And let's trace this. That looks good, a little extra. Point, bring this over here. Let's put this here. Let's make this a little smaller. How about we put it right there. Get rid of this. Actually, now I can move this down. Sorry, confusing everybody. We'll do this right here. Again, this is just showing you how you can etch different things and, you know, designs on different materials. And this should give you ideas of where you can get denim shirts or different material shirts, even thick cotton shirts or velour shirts. You can engrave those. Again, you have to do material tests. So unfortunately, you either get material, a velour material that you can engrave a piece of it, or get two shirts if they're cheap enough, whichever, just to experiment, to understand the power and the speed. So once this is done, we'll come back and then we'll engrave this. So hang on again. Okay, so now I'm going to engrave this love and the peace sign, the Star of David, 346 and 20. Sorry for the audio. I lost the audio for this clip, so I'm just going to speak over so you understand what's going on. So we're going to start the laser. Just do an Alt-P first to see what it looks like. Hit the laser, and I'm going to start it. Do the engraving. Yep, everything looks good. Fans on, focus, and all that. We'll go through it, and then we'll come right back. Done. I hit the button by mistake to move the Star of David sign before I deleted it. So here's what it looks like. I took the G material out of the box. It came out really good. Now I'm just putting a light behind it just to show you what it looks like. You can see the circle where we did the heavy engraving, how it's just a mesh, and how that would give that see-through look. I didn't have the material pressed against the light, so you're not seeing the Star of David there, but it did engrave, as you can see in the laser bed. The peace sign stands out. It just came out really, really nice. You could do a lot with this. So again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up, check out my Etsy store, and you will find a great deal on the Xtool S1 camera. Again, thank you. If you have ideas for other videos, for other things you want me to try, just send me an email, RLDesign.Innovations@gmail.com. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.